Hi everyone, it's another day, another share with Phyllis. That's me, owner of Mad Moody Quilting Fabrics. Today I want to share some of the new notions and things that have come into the store. I have been selling a lot of notions, so every time I restock, I try to look for new products that are new and innovative, maybe not have been hitting the Canadian shores. So I start looking for things that could be interesting for my clients. So the first things I want to talk to you about is these products. A client actually mentioned this to me. So I know that it's been in and around Canada, in the Ontario region, maybe out in the east of Canada, and maybe the west, but not here in Quebec. I have not seen this, so I could be mistaken, but I have not seen it. So it's called Grippy Non-Slip Coating. You spray this on the back of your rulers, and trust me, I've tested it, and it does not move. The ruler becomes non-slippery. It just does not move. It doesn't leave a sticky coating or anything like that on your fabrics. It is really great. You don't need a lot, and it does wear off after use, so you'd have to respray it. But if you spray it, like sometimes I do squaring up, and I don't want my little rulers to, because I don't use my little tiny square up rulers often. So, but if I have to do a squaring up with an odd number and I can't use my block clock rulers, then I use this, and it makes a huge difference for squaring. That ruler doesn't move. You line up that diagonal like on a half square triangle, and you're squaring them up. That diagonal line down the center of your square block doesn't move. You do your two sides, and then you pick up and turn everything and do the line everything up. And that ruler does not budge when you spray it with this. So I will put the link down below for that. Now this DK5 glue remover, it's called a glue, but this removes this. So sometimes you might not want to leave the glue on for a long period of time because it's one of those rulers that you don't use often. Then you might want to also, when you spray your rulers, you're going to put them down on your ironing board or on some kind of surface, and you're going to quickly spray it. There's going to be some overspray past the ruler. This will take off any rollers overspray. It does not stain. Great two products. All right, so now there is, I think some of you might have been seeing this, if you are a fan of making fabric tube makers, okay? If you're a fan of doing the jelly roll rugs, all right, that, it's a 4-piece set. It's all in there with instructions on how it works, and it really makes a difference when you're prepping all your you're putting your batting with the 2.5-inch batting with the 2.5-inch fabric over, and you've got the long, yeah, this will help you fold and hold it in place as you sew. So great product. I'm going to be testing how that works. You could probably use it to do handles, straps for bags and stuff like that too. Okay, another product. Let me just move these a little bit. Ugh. Okay, another product that I got in, and I am loving mine, it's called a Pedal-Sta. Okay, so it's a non-skid pedal holder. So it holds your pedal in place. So you have this kind of rough thing. It's almost like the female side of Velcro, and then it comes with this little thing, and it's a rubber thing, and one side has a glue, and then you would glue it to the back here. And then it also has two male I don't know if you can see them. I don't think you can see them. It comes also with 2 pieces of male side of Velcro to put on the bottom side of your foot pedal of your machine, and then it will just stick to this. This part here, this part here, this part here, with the rubber on the back will go, that's where your heel goes, and then your foot pedal will be on top of that. So it really does not move once you put it. I've been using mine. I've been testing it, using it. I was at a sew day somewhere else, and it was great because I wasn't, you know, fussing around to get that foot pedal into position to be able to sew. It was always where it's supposed to be, and I just used this, and I was so happy to have it. It saved me the aggravation of trying to reposition the foot pedal because it keeps sliding away. So that's a really great, I was really thrilled when I saw that. And I got it and I tested it and it works really well. All right. So somebody does a lot of embroidery. I don't know what it's called, but it's large stitch. I think it's large stitch. And she wanted something in this area. So I, for trying, you know, to push your needle through. So I got one of these, and this is adjustable to fit your finger. I also got this one. So I hope that they're adjustable ring thimble with plate. And this one is just adjustable ring thimble. So it goes, this one here, they're showing it here on your finger, so you could push that way. And this one, I think it's in the palm. It's in the palm. It's right here. You put it on whatever finger here, and then you can push or hold the needle and push your hand. And supposedly the lady was telling me, and I told her I'd research it and I would find them. They're not that expensive, and I think they were interesting. So this one goes here, and this one you'd put like in this area of your finger so you can push that way. All right, so those are brand new. Now I have some new pattern kind of things. These are Quilt Builder card decks. There's 40 blocks, 8 layouts, and endless possibilities. So there's 40 different blocks, and it will give you instructions on each card. You would have a gray scale, and on the back of the card you will have your instructions, and it will give you multiple size blocks that you with the cutting instructions. They're really well thought out. So this one is the first one that they did, and this is the number 2, set 2, and this one is set 3. And like I said, it's a gray, on one side it's the picture of the block in gray scale from light to dark, so you can kind of match, you know, have a gray scale to work from. And on the other side they show the block and the cutting instructions and how you're supposed to cut, and then the different sizes for the depending on what size block you want to do. So I think they start at size 6 all the way up to 12. I'm not 100. I think that's 6, 8, 10, and 12. I think there's only 4 different sizes, but they're the popular sizes. So yeah, they're really great. Let me just see something. 6, 8. This one goes a little higher. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's showing 5 different sizes here, block instructions. So they tell you they have a little, I don't know if you can see that. It's really tiny. I can barely see it. So they have a row of what you're, you know, of the colors, and then they have instructions on how to cut, and then the different size squares you have to cut to be able to get to where, you know, to do whatever they tell you to do. All right. So there is definitely 3 sets of that. and that is really great. And now I'm going to show you the new cut loose press quilts that I got in. I have the Hexie trim tool quilter's ruler in stock again. I was all out of stock with it, and I brought in this quilt in pattern for the cut loose. I think I'm going to do a short little demo. I've shown how the ruler works, but this is another way of, they show you another way of using this ruler. So I think I'm going to take a look at this and maybe do a demo, a YouTube demo for that one. Then there is the 60-degree ruler. I have that in stock. Table runner. This one's a really sweet table runner. And it uses the 60-degree Creative Grid ruler. And it's Christy Moser is the designer of the 60-degree ruler. So check those out. And now let's show you some patterns that just came in. Jaybird Quilts, a new pattern. And I'm just going to show you the thematic on the back. And it uses the Super Sidekick ruler. And there's a mug rug size, 10 by 10. There's a pillow size, 20 by 20. There's a baby size, 44 by 44. Small lap, 60 by 60. And large lap, 74 by 74. So there's multiple sizes, lots of options for color layouts and stuff. So that is Jaybird Quilts, and this is she's using the Sidekick ruler. You can get, I have them in stock, the Sidekick rulers. Now, Finley and Friends, Christy Moser. It's a quilt pattern for Christy Moser. I love Christy Moser. I don't have time to do her. I don't have time to do a lot of quilts. I have a bucket list longer than my arm. And it uses the her 60-degree ruler. And look how cute those are. Look how cute that pattern is. So that just came in. So I have that one. And I have this one from Cluck, Cluck, So. There's two of them. They're Modern Holiday Table Runners. This is volume 1. And look at the different table runners there are. All right. And volume 2. Different table. This one I think I might do. I have a couple ones that I'd like to do. But like I said, don't have a lot of time to do my stuff. They're all different sizes depending on what she has done. But they're really, really sweet. I really like this last one too. That one's cute. And these are great to go through your stash, and because they're not big, so the pieces will be fairly, and you know, like the Valentine one, this one here is 18 by 44 and a half. You know, so a whole bunch of different reds to put together for the hearts. And I mean, you could even use all different types of white backgrounds just to make it more scrappy and more, to give it more depth and movement in the backgrounds. So yeah, and she's done another heart one here. So those are Modern Holiday Table Runners volumes. This one, they don't say volume 1, but this is volume 2. It says it. So the first one and her second one. Okay? The last thing I wanted to show you, and I think I might film a little quick demo on how this works. So this is a quilt binding spool. So you would, when you make your binding, your 2.5, and then you fold it in half, right? Wrong sides together, fold it. You can wrap it through these. There's two little grooves here. You wrap it through and then you just wrap it around. And this will do, I think it said, I'm not sure where it said it or where I read it, but I believe you can put as much as a king size, enough binding on this for a king size, I believe. So I will, and it's a great way to prep your binding. I have clients that make bindings and ask me to sew them on. And this would be a great tool to prep that and put it in with your quilt when you drop it off at your long armor, if she does that for you. So that is it for the new notions. You can subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications. I put up every Friday, there's a new video of some sort. I do tutorials, I do demos on new products, and I also show, like I did today, new products that have just arrived into the store. Then you can also subscribe to my Facebook page, which Mad Moody Quilting Fabrics, and follow that page, because every Monday we do a special of the week, and it changes every Monday. It changes for 1 week, so it goes from Monday to Sunday, and some of them are 20% off of the collection or 15. So each week there's a new collection. It rotates through, so so there's that. So you want to see what, or you can go on my homepage and look at the top and click the top where it says special of the week, and it will say which collection and how much off, and then you can go look. And if you click, it takes you to the page with all the fabrics in that collection that are the special of the week. So there's a few ways of following me, so check everything out, and I will see you next time on the next share day, and happy quilting. Bye.